Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Today we are going to learn about class 10 electricity. Okay, in electricity in our previous class we learned about system of resistors. Okay, in system of resistors that means resistors can be connected in series and as well as in parallel. We have already seen about the series and today we are going to see about the parallel. Okay, resistors in parallel. So, you know what is resistor, resistance, yes, and in case of parallel, if there is a 3 resistors, this is how the resistors can be connected, that is all the 3 resistors, ends of the resistors will be connected with each other. If it not only a 3, even if you have a number of resistors, all can be connected in this way only, all the resistors, the ends of the resistors will be connected together. Okay. And so as we saw in the series how there are 3 laws of resistors, no? Same way we here also we have the 3 laws, that is what will happen in when we connect the 3 resistors in parallel, what will happen to the voltage, what will happen to the current and as well as what will happen to the total resistance. The first law is when the resistors are joined in parallel, the reciprocal of the total resistance of the system is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the resistance of the resistors, which means the reciprocal of the total resistance, this Rp, resistors in parallel, is equal to the sum of the individual resistances. It keeps on goes. Okay, we can connect a number of resistors in parallel. Okay. Now we will talk about what will happen to the current. The current divides among the resistances, that is multiple paths are available. In case of series, there are only one single path. Okay. In case of parallel, we have multiple paths. So for example, if I am connecting an ammeter over here, I will be getting a reading of total I. Okay. So suppose if I am connecting the ammeter here, I will be getting a reading, that let it take it as I1, and if I am connecting it here, let it take it as I2, and if I am connecting it here, let it take it as I3. So the total current flowing through the parallel circuit, total current will be equal to the sum of the individual current flowing through the resistors, I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay. So this is what happens to the current in case of parallel. Okay. So the current is getting for example, if I am connecting a 3 resistors, the current is getting 3 different paths to flow through that. Okay. Yes. Let us move on to what will happen to the voltage. The potential difference is same across different resistances. So here the potential difference is going to be the same. So the total potential difference, whatever the input, for example if it is a 6 volt, if I am connecting the voltmeter here, I will be getting a reading of V1, and if I am connecting the voltmeter here, let it take it as V2, and if I am connecting the voltmeter here, let it take it as V3. Okay. So the total Vp, that is resistance voltage in parallel, will be equal to the sum of the individual voltages. I am sorry, the total voltage will be the same, that means Vp is equal to V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3. Okay. So, R1 also will get the, for example, the total resistance is 6 volt, R1 is also will get 6 volt, R2 also will get 6 volt and R3 also will get 6 volt. So, totally the voltage will be same, whatever the input, the each appliances will get the total input over there. Okay. Now, based on this, we will derive an equation. According, the first law says that the reciprocal of the total resistance will be equal to the reciprocal of the sum of the individual resistances. So, Rp, that is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, it is keeps on goes, that is 1 by Rn. Okay. In case of voltage, voltage will be equal, that is V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3. In case of current, current will be differ, that is I1 plus I2 plus I3, because current gets different paths. So, the amount of current flowing through that also will differ. So, according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. We will substitute this in this equation. So, V by Rp, R stands for the Rp stands for the resistors in parallel. V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So, this can be written as so, this is the formula to find out the total resistance, that is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So, this is the formula to find out the total resistance in case of parallel. Okay. By using this formula, let us do a problem. There are two resistors, that is R1 and R2, one is 20 ohm and the other one is the 30 ohm, and they are connected parallel in an electric circuit if the potential difference across the circuit is 5 volt. Okay. So, what is given? R1 is equal to 20 ohm and R2 is equal to 30 ohm and voltage is 5 volt. So, first we will find out the total resistance, that is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. So, when you take an LCM, it will become 60 and 3 plus 2. So, 5 by 60. So, when I simplify this, I will be getting an answer of 1 by 12. So, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 12. So, when I reciprocate, Rp is equal to 12 ohm. So, the total resistance is 12 ohm. Okay. Now, they have asked us to find out the total resistance, we have found out, and we also find out the electric current. So, I is equal to V by R. So, V is 5 and R is 12. So when I simplify this, I will be getting an answer of 0.417 ampere. Yes, yes. Now we will talk about the advantages. First we will go with the uses. Usually in our home or in domestic, it has more use of domestic usage. That means all our home has been, all the appliances which is there in our home, everything is connected with the parallel connection, because in India we will be getting a voltage of 220 volt, that is standard. So each appliances, when we connect all the appliances in parallel, each appliances will get the total voltage, because in case of parallel the total voltage will be the same to the each appliances, so that each appliances will get the total voltage as 220, so that it will work accordingly. That means it will work, it will absorb the, it will draw more current, okay, and has a separate switch which can be turned on, and this is very common usage. Each in our home, each appliances will have a separate switch, so that we can on and off individually, okay. In case of series, that is the disadvantage, we cannot on everything, we cannot operate individual appliances separately, okay. Now we will talk about the advantages. Even if one electrical appliance stop working due to some defect, all other appliances work fine, okay. So look at this picture, I have connected two bulbs in parallel. Suppose if this bulb has got fused or it has a defect, okay. So what will happen? This will not glow, but the current has the other path to flow, so that this bulb will work, this bulb will glow, okay. So it is very easy to find out the defect also, which bulb is not glowing, that bulb has the defect, okay. And individual appliances can be turned on or off, as I said earlier, this is the advantage, so that if I have a switch over here, I can operate this bulb separately, and if I have a switch over here, I can operate this bulb separately, okay. That is the advantage. And the other one, each electrical appliances get the same voltage. This is what I have said. So if this battery is 6 volt battery, so this bulb also will get the 6 volt, and this bulb also will get the 6 volt. That is the advantage of resistors connected in parallel, okay. And since overall resistance of the circuit decreases, because in law 1 we have seen that the reciprocal of the total resistance will be equal to the reciprocal of the sum of the individual resistance, okay. Which means then if it is a reciprocal, the total resistance will become very less, okay. In that case, if resistance is very less, and obviously it allows more current to flow through that. So that is the advantage. So let me give you an example. Let us take two resistors or two appliances R1 and R2, both are 5 ohm, okay. If it is a series, what I will be getting, the total resistance will be 10 ohm, okay. Suppose if it is a parallel, I will be going for a formula 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5, so it is 2 by 5, this is 1 by Rp, okay. So Rp will become, you need to reciprocal it, 5 by 2, so if it is a 5 by 2, 2.5 ohm, okay. So the same resistors, when they are connected in series, the total resistance is 10 ohm. Same thing when they are connected in parallel, the total resistance is 2.5 ohm, okay. So here more resistance, it allow very less current, and here very less resistance, it allow more current. Disadvantages, this method becomes cumbersome. Cumbersome means it is very difficult. When it is very difficult means when there are 1000 bulbs or appliances, that is not at all possible. If 1000 bulbs are connected in parallel, each bulb we need to on or off separately, okay. So usually we don't use that one. 1000 bulbs means we used to go for the series connection, okay. So, that is the problem over here, and it is less safe as more current pass through that. That is what I have said. More total resistance will become very less, so it allow more current. So, more current means, and obviously if there is an accident, it cause very big damage. Okay. So, that is the disadvantage. Hope you all understood this topic. See you all in the next class. Thank you, children.